of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
But Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Left side here to Sanders. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go, Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Tackle by A.J. Epinesa.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
So that'll back him up 5.
after the delay. They're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Watch the screen. Pass. SOS.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Tua now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense in this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, it seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And Gaskin, I don't think he got there. No, they're going to mark him short. Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
You can't block me.
56.
Check 24. Watch 24. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the out. Watch it.
2nd and 5 now. Allen steps away to his left.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike.
Middle.
Barkley.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. On 2nd and goal, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tommy Sweeney, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Dolphins.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Jordan Poyer, the league's leading tackler among safeties last year, in to make the stop.
From midfield, here's Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 10.
21, check Mike 21. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, check
Allen gonna throw.
Watch the curve.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Watch the slant.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
Check Mike 21.
Here's Allen to throw it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Check 26, check 26.
Tua, a final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Under pressure, they got him again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
He's going to go up top again. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here
Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tua now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. That's right, baby, they don't want it. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
On play action, Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo.
I got you.
Allen off the play fake. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And again, it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Sanders got it for a Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Miami. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Allen now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Tua throwing here, complete to Gaskin. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Tua on 4th down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo! Slam, slam, slam.
Under 10, 10.
On play action, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Play action. Now it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, let's go. Hey, check Mike 21.
Throwing is Allen.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
56.
Allen.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Here's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Tua.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for